it's great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you guys.
And the Cyclones headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas Tech's offense will go to work first. And here's the running back that will be the centerpiece of the ground game. He scored 4 times in their last game, just under 100 yards in the W. All wideouts, no backs. Looking for a man, it's Hammond. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Throwing right. Got his man. Jumped on top of the pile. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Trying to take it back. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They'll send the tight end in motion. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Red pass, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. To the air, it's Hammond. Finds his tight end. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Firing for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They'll move the tight end. Trying to establish the run. He'll be dropped. 3rd and long coming up. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone infraction. Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. Defense will back up and make things a little easier here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
Out wide left, it's Williams. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Right side, it's Hayes. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. What a grab along the left sideline, got the foot down in a strong throw, put it right on the money. He is down at the 1, a terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. He'll do it himself. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Franklin. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Flips it out in the flat. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got him on the RPO. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Working the ground game. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Heaves it deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Rushes on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The fake and wants to throw. Looking left. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him short of the 1st down, and the screen didn't quite convert. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Release to the back. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Lacey. Fires to the tight end. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the ground game. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Left side is Hayes. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. trying to squeak through the pile. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Rid of it on the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The snap sets up to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to pass. It's Lacy. Flip it out to the back on the screen. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Fielded in the end zone, it's Franklin. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Iowa State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Iowa State, 17, Texas Tech, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man down the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Past the 45. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Second down, going to throw it. This time on target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. This time they'll go to the running game. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. Easy call for the ref. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Burrowing for yardage. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He wants to throw it. They're all over it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Red Raider. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And, man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. To the air, it's Lacey. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Edwards. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down to the air. Out wide left, it's Bailey. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. 2nd and long here. They want to throw it. The short hands, it's Bailey. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snagged in the middle, it's Gentry. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
It's the slide. Got the 37, it's 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Stone. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Knocked down immediately. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. Back to throw, it's Hammond. And they won't be... Makes the grab and room to run. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Right down the boulevard. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the number 21 team, the Tulane Green Wave. And it's Rice looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Now over to your game in Lubbock. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Swamped immediately. The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Left side, it's Bailey. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Gentry. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Out wide left, it's Gentry. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Quick give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. The give to the back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Back's got it on the screen. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the 1st down, now a decision to be made. Snapped on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Drops back on 1st down. Look out! And they got him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is on its way. Trying to make one miss. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Hammond. Swings it out to the flat. He's down right there, short gain on the ground. Wide receivers all over the place, trips to the left on 2nd and 7. In the backfield, it's Stone. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Finds his target. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And just, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. RPO complete to open the drive. He's stopped. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Lacey. Blasted as he lets it go. Right side, it's Bailey. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Snags it. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Keeps it himself. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the return, it's Franklin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. It'll be a draw. Enough to move the chains. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Out wide right, it's Jones. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Selling the fake. Just got rid of that one. The Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. Fires to the wideout. Holds on, it's Hayes. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Running inside, it's Edwards. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it over the middle. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. They'll run it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. 2nd and long here. On the run, it's Edwards. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Setting up the screen. There he goes. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4. Rides it and reads it. Keeps it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Wants to throw one first. Got his man on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Moving the pocket, it's Lacey. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd and long right here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Got to make the play on 4th. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football. trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Timeout call by Iowa State. That'll be their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Oh, he's got some space. The Cyclones take a timeout, and they will have no more. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Hand it to the back. Got a little grasp. Got enough space. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Slams it ahead. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent.